Hi everyone. So now we are going to discuss a command design pattern. So command design pattern belongs to behavioral category of design patterns. So mainly it's dealing with the interactions between different classes which are connected to each other to achieve a particular goal. So command design pattern normally encapsulates a request as an object. So when n number of classes interact with each other, there is a request response that's happening between different classes. So the request is encapsulated as an object. That's command design pattern. The request is encapsulated as an object, thereby letting you parameterize the clients with the different requests. Since each request is encapsulated as an object, and definitely we can make the object parameterized, right? So since each request is converted into an object, it lets you parameterize the clients with the different requests. Okay, so just to get more insights into a command design pattern, it encapsulates a request as an object, thereby letting you parameterize the clients with different requests. It also helps you in queue or logging the requests. It promotes the invocation of a method on an object to full object status. Okay. A very important point in command design pattern is it works on object oriented callback. So it focuses on object oriented callback. So you need to create a class that encapsulates the following. You need to have a receiver object, the method to invoke, and the arguments to pass. So you need to write a class that encapsulates a receiver object, the method to invoke or arguments to pass. And we need to instantiate an object for each callback. When the sender is ready to call back to the receiver, it invokes its execute function. So in this UML diagram that I have on my screen, this is a concrete command. So each request or each command is encapsulated into a class. So a request I convert it into an object. So this is a concrete command which is a class. So I have a command interface and concrete command is inheriting from command. So there is an execute function in the command and there is a state data member and execute function here in the concrete. So there is one class called invoker which will contain list of commands. So invoker is containing list of commands that's shown by aggregation here. So this execute function of each concrete command will execute an action on the receiver. This is a receiver class which is having an action function. So whenever someone executes the execute function, it executes the action of the receiver. Okay, so invoker is going to have a list of commands. So if someone calls execute of invoker, it calls execute of each of the commands which are stored inside this invoker. So when someone executes a execute command on invoker, it calls a execute API of each of the commands which are registered to this invoker. So which in turn does a callback and calls action function on a receiver. Okay. So this is an example of a command design pattern. So here I have command pattern. So this we can compare it with the command. So this is abstract class command that's totally agreeing with the command pattern. So it's abstract class because this is a pure virtual function. So I have a command pattern here and there are two concrete command classes. Concrete command classes are the one which are actually implementing the command. So there is a class called display hello which displays the hello on the screen. There is a class called display world which displays world on the screen. So execute function of display hello will print hello on the screen. Execute function of world class will print world on the screen. Okay, and there was one class called invoker class in the previous diagram. So this is an invoker class, and this is totally represented by the commands class. So commands class is going to have list of commands, and this data type is exactly matching with this, right? So it has list of commands, and there is a function called add command, to which a command is passed from outside and is added to this list. Simple. There is a list maintained of commands here, and the add command function adds the command to the list using pushback. And when someone calls the execute function of this class, it will call execute function of each of the commands which are registered inside this list. So add command will keep on adding the command to this list, and when someone calls execute function of this class, it will call execute function of all the elements of this list. So in the main function, I create commands object, I create a hello object, I create a world object, and to these commands I call add command hello. With this, what will happen? Hello object or hello command will be added to the commands list. With this add command, what will happen? World command will be added to the commands list. So at this time, commands list is having hello and world. And then I am calling hello world function, to which I am passing all these commands. So I am calling execute of the commands class. So execute of the commands class, what does it do? It calls the execute of all the elements in this list. So it will call execute of this class first, and then it will call execute of this class first. Next. So it will just print hello world on the screen. So I'll explain this example again. Now if I just compare this UML diagram, there is a command abstract class that is required, which is a command pattern, and there is a concrete command required which actually implements the command class. So in the code example, I had a command pattern here, then I had a display hello, and I had a display world classes as concrete classes, and in place of invoker I had a commands class. So in invoker I have a list of commands maintained, and when someone calls execute function of this invoker, it calls execute of each of the commands here. So when someone calls execute function of this invoker, it calls execute of each of the commands. So I'll just map it to this. There's a command pattern which is the pure virtual function. It's an abstract class here. There's a display hello class which is a concrete command, display world which is a concrete command, and this execute function is implemented here and here. There is a commands class which is same as invoker, which just contains list of all command patterns, and when user, it has a add command which adds the command to this list, and when this execute function is called of commands, it internally calls execute function of all the commands which are registered in this list. So in the main function, I create a object commands, I create a object hello, and I create a object world. Then using add commands, I add the hello object to this list. Using add command, I add the world object to this list. So this list contains two objects, hello and world. Hello world, I am passing these commands which contains two commands. Once I call the execute function of the commands, it calls execute function of all the objects in this list. So first it will call execute of hello, then it will call execute of world. So it will print hello world on the screen. So you can keep on adding the commands to the commands class, and just you can call execute of commands once, and it will do a callback for all these executes which are defined here. Okay, so with that the command pattern completes. Thanks.